So this is quite the surreal feeling, and the echo just makes it all the more real, right? They're pretty much closed in. I've got one little section above me here that still needs a little bit of sealing, and that back wall there needs a little bit of work yet, but I mean, this is surreal. This is huge. This is huge. Like I want to get my BMX bike and like ride around in here and stuff, you know? Oh, this is so awesome. So half of this is going to be house, half of it's going to be shop. We'll do a little walk around here and look at some of the construction and stuff like that. But hopefully you've been enjoying the drone shots, showing the progress of the building here. If you like this type of stuff, make sure to like, subscribe. I guess thumbs up is what like is for, you know, amateurs like me. Anyways, let's take a little walk around. So here is the building, for the most part all done minus the skylight here, but so that's our, let's see, going to be our back door. This is the front door. I'm standing what's going to be the living room here, and then into the kitchen, and this is going to be the island and sink, and it's going to come to somewhere in here is going to be the wall that separates the you know, front half of the house from the back half of the house. I'm going to have two separate cooling units, probably a 2.5 ton there, 2.5 ton on the other side, and then into the bedroom, and then eventually into the bathroom here. We'll look at some of the kind of different construction features. I think these are, man, I don't even know, hurricane straps or something. We've got our windows over there, 3x5. There's going to be several of those all the way around here. I think I got 13 of them or something. And then a couple of 3x3s. So I'm going to have, like, for the bathroom, a little 3x3. And, yeah, it's going to be nice. So this is the shop area and out on the front porch. Man. And so back in the shop, I think this is going to be kind of the main vehicle bay here. So you've got, and this is the color scheme we went with kind of a slate gray, and the red trim as kind of a barn throwback. Gutters all the way across. But yeah, I'm thinking this is going to be the primary, you know, work on a car, have probably an air compressor real close. There's going to be, of course, the wall is going to be down the center line, and utility room right here. But I'm thinking on the other side of this door, I'm going to have a window here, and then probably like workbench, toolbox, stuff like that. So I can have, cars rolling in this side and cars rolling in this side, and have tools available here. You can already see, the construction workers, they kind of chose this spot as their main kind of loadout point. Didn't do the floor drain, probably should have. Just ran out of time. You know how that goes. Back shop door here. This is kind of be my machine shop area. So I'm going to do like stuff along the wall, and then U-shaped work cell, probably with the lathe, maybe here, and then mill here, and just have a nice kind of cohesive area here. The door, I'm thinking I'm going to be like working in this area, right? So this is going to be my view, kind of working in the machine shop, and I want to be able to have the door open and be able to come outside and, enjoy the outdoors, take a break, come out here, and this is the view from the machine shop, basically. Fresh air, sun goes down, against the trees there. I've got the septic pretty well almost all the way done. Problem with these Norwesco ones, they don't come with the manhole extension covers, and they don't sell them at Home Depot. So they sell the tanks, but if you want to complete the job, you have to go somewhere else and find the manhole extension covers. So I've got those ordered before I, fill it in completely here. I wanted to get those manhole covers. Well, I have to get the manhole covers on there. I could have done a little bit more. You can see there, it's 3/4 of the way full of water. I've got the pipe hooked up, and everything is ready to go. Backhoe sitting there ready to backfill. I'm just waiting on those manhole extension covers. But yeah, this has been the dream, having this shop on this hilltop in these woods since I bought the property. Like I said, I was logging with my dang lawn tractor, Yeah, I'm gonna have to run. See, they've got drops. I don't know if you can see. They've got drops for the gutters, like it's every 25 feet, right? So I was hoping it was going to be one gutter on one side and one gutter on another side, and I could use some of that 4-inch septic to trench and then run that out. But now I don't know. I'm going to have to figure out something to get this water away from the building. But yeah, it's going to be interesting getting to really figure this place out. I'm going to have to set up some sort of range down through somewhere in here that's going to make sense. I don't know. I got a buddy coming over, and we're going to have to figure out some way to set up some targets through here. Anywho, let's head back inside. Oh, there is. Okay. Yeah, so there is the seals on the bottom. That one has one, but that one over there does not. Interesting. Okay. Well, yeah, like I said, this is going to be pallet racks here. It's already being used for its main purpose here, is for bigger pieces of equipment and machinery to be parked, out of the rain, and not worry about tearing up the ground out here. But yeah, you look inside and it's just a massive structure. Big thanks to the well, my contractor mainly, there were some issues with the fit up of the building, and he has worked with the designer / manufacturer of the building to get some of those remedied. But yeah, I mean, this is, so they did on either side here. They've got they were going to do this type of wire strengthening support system. They ended up going with a little bit different style here. So you've got an additional I-beam section hooked up to this, engineered I-beam. And then up on top there, it's got additional I-beams. So you've just got, a really well-engineered, like this corner right here. Let me zoom in and just take a good look at this one. I mean, see how everything is, coming together. Come on, baby. There we go. I mean, it's just a real sight to see. And the guys that, put it together are really know what they're doing. But yeah, it is really coming together, and this is going to be an awesome place to hang out. Look at the view out the front porch. So it'll be dry. And I was initially, penny pincher me, was thinking I'm just going to end this porch at the halfway point. So it would end essentially, at this line, and then this would be a covered porch, and this would be open. And, it's one of those things like, well, I mean, this additional extension of concrete and this additional extension of porch, I mean, it was probably an extra 10 grand or something. Along with, this section out here that's extended. But without these two features, this would not be it wouldn't be my perfect shop, right? It wouldn't be the ultimate barndominium. These two features make it completely usable in a homesteading type of environment. So, yeah. We'll come back when it is getting closer to finished. I've got to mark out where these windows go just to make sure we're all on the same page there. Well, this is the new place. I guess I'm going to have to get used to that echo. I'm going to have to figure something out, aren't I? That doesn't make for very good audio. So anyways, there's some footage of the place from the outside. And, a lot of the videos that I have on this channel, like the homesteading videos, I think, most of them are labeled like homesteading. It shows a lot of the work that it took to get to this spot. That grater blade, going through the forest with a chainsaw, creating this circle path, and I've got some footage of that I might roll through here. But the only way that the cement trucks, the pump truck, the semi-trucks with all the materials were able to come in here was to come up and around through that circle turn, and then down, and then back up. And then, we were able to unload with a fairly flat spot on the southern side of the building here. But some gotchas and some kind of tips to get to this point. If this is what you're trying to do, homesteading out in the woods, building a house that's going to survive the time and elements, that was always our goal. The windows had a little run-in with the windows. Luckily enough, the building manufacturer supplied some extra purling for those vertical columns there on all of the windows around here, because they had to change the plans and designs. But that just makes it stronger for me, right? Now I've got some good anchors for the metal studs, and I'm going to be going with 10-foot studs and then mezzanine on top of those. I'm going to set some of the 10-foot stud walls up so that way I can basically build the mezzanine around the walls and know I'm getting them exactly to height. It would be pretty tough to get those walls into place with, you know, C-purling just right above them. Some other gotchas. This has taken quite a while, like a month, maybe more. A lot of the trim, you know, when you're getting a metal building that's actually a good one with, you know, trim and color and design and stuff just the way you want it, it takes a lot of time to put all that trim on and stuff and seal up the actual building. So all of the R panel on here has a adhesive weatherproof strip between each one of the panels, and then along the bottom, all along that drip edge and all along the pieces of trim along the bottom is a rubbery kind of foam pad that goes down in there. So, and then on top of that, I'm gonna foam insulate. So, upcoming videos in the future is going to be, you know, the insulation, the walls, the plumbing, the electrical, all that stuff. If that's stuff you're interested in, think about subscribing, maybe hitting that thumbs up, so other people can find this video. And if you're going through this process, I'm going to continue to go through this process on this channel. So, other than that, you know, this is 10 years coming, right? So how do you get here? You know, if you're like me, you bought a piece of property, and hopefully there's something on it to live in. Luckily enough, there was a trailer house that we were living in for the 10 years since we've been married. I was here a few years before that, maybe as much as 5, so 15 years. And in those first 5 years, I was buying equipment, right? I was getting equipment that was going to be able to move dirt, to take down trees, move trees out of the way, stuff like that. And I was, you know, shoestring budget, new, you know, engineer out of college, and but I mean, I was supplementing my income, right? I got the farming equipment to be able to bale and sell hay, so that's one thing, you know, saving up. First of all, you're probably getting a piece of property. Get a cheap something to live in on the property, right? So you can be there and be working on it. Get some equipment that is cheap or in your price range that then you can do the things you need to do, like clear the land, things like that. And then, you know, at that point, get your secondary income. So if you're taking down trees, and this is how I started, was taking down trees, cutting it up, selling the firewood, right? And I even had a firewood, and I would deliver it. So, I mean, huge. In the wintertime here, people kind of freak out, especially when we get what's called a cold snap down in Texas here. Everybody kind of freaks out. And if you've got a firewood ad delivered, cord of wood, you know, for a reasonable price, and I was selling, you know, hardwoods, oak, elm, red oak, all that stuff. And I mean, it was every weekend delivering firewood, you know. And then from there, I you know, saved up, bought farming equipment, was able to put together a hay business, got a customer base, and was able to sell hay. And I even have customers, you know, you've seen in the videos nowadays. I've got people coming for the square bales out of the field, you know, round bales, things like that. So I had supplemental income, but the biggest thing is the ability to say no. You've got to have the ability to say no. So when your friends say, hey man, there's a new brewery opening up, let's go there after work, what's your answer? No. There's a concert this weekend, let's drive to Dallas? No. There's, you know, let's go to lunch? No. I brought my own lunch. You know, things like that, and the ability to set a savings goal every month and meet that savings goal. That's how I got here. So those are all the tips I can give you for the, you know, way that I got to where I'm at and have this. This is my dream Barndo. You know, it's going to get there anyways. So that's going to do it for this video. If you like this type of stuff, again, subscribe if you want. If not, go on to the next video. But whatever you do, get out there and have you some man time.